Hi my weaving friends! I am drinking this delicious mochaccino while bringing to you an amazing tip to your weavies. Let's see. So yesterday I was just removing a piece of the loom when I suddenly realized that I made a stunning effect I didn't know I could do that way. So that is what I want to show you today. So usually when you are trying to have like a very simple colorful effect, not changing color too much because you will have knots and you have these tails that then you have to lose those ends. Well, what you do is just alternate colors. So you use one row in one color, the second row in another color, and then you keep doing the same with only two colors. And of course, you know that the recommended yarn for pin looms when you weave on the bias is bulky or super bulky. I'm talking about regular pin looms, in the ones we weave on the bias, like the Tremen or like the KAYU, where you have 1 centimeter or quarter or half inch of distance between the pins. And well, the expected result is just having these two colors and nothing more surprising like that. But the thing is that I'm doing a few exercises, and this is what I have discovered. So for example, in the first exercise I did was using this combed yarn, combed cord, okay, almost directly from the ship. This is the original ball. This is wool from the south of Chile. It's a bit variegated, amazing yarn, amazing touch. It's very soft, and I tried out in the pin loom, but the thing is, it is too thick, and also it tends to cut when you maybe make 5 rows or something. So I said, okay, I like the softness, I like the quality, I like the thickness, but I need something to structure it. So that is why I used this yarn, which is, I think, has a bit of acrylic, but is more firm and of course thinner, so I could make a sort of structure for this yarn. So this is the result I made. I alternated them, one row with this yarn and the other with this one, and alternated them all the time so I didn't have to cut them. And the result is quite firm and also very soft at the same time, has a sort of pattern, see? So I liked it a lot. Of course, both sides are the same. But then I did a change. I used the same exercise, alternating colors, but I used different thicknesses. I'm gonna show you now. So what I did was using thickness number 6, which is super bulky, for the first yarn, okay, using 2 colors, and then I use one slightly thinner, but the thing is that together the average of both is the recommended thickness you need. That is the trick. You need to have the average recommended, putting both together, thinking that when you have both in the mesh, in the woven piece, you will be covering all those little spaces, so you won't have those spaces that make your piece a bit delicate, and you will have the density you need. So it is just about trying out the yarns, okay? You're never sure exactly the thickness you need. So I tried out these two. I just wanted to see the color effect, but I had an amazing surprise. Because you know that when you weave on the bias, both sides of the woven piece are the same, always. Of course, you can have knots in one side, and that is why that side will be your wrong side, but they're mainly the same, okay? In this other example, well, this is a shawl, but made with 3 pieces, but its side is the same in both sides. Its piece is the same in both sides, okay? So the amazing thing when I did the example alternating colors with these 2 yarns is that this is what I remove of the loom, but take a look at the other side, completely different. So the interesting thing is that in one side you can see the purple mostly, and the other side you can see the white mostly. So it's an amazing bicolor effect or two-tone effect that you can achieve simply by alternating colors and using 2 different thicknesses, but not too different as these 2 I was previously showing you. So, did you like the effect? Remember, you have the first one using a very thick yarn and then a very thin to make like the structure of the thicker yarn, and then you have different thicknesses but most similar, so the average of both is the recommended yarn you need, and you have this 2-color effect. So, are you going to try it out? I would love to see your result.